Hey everyone. It's been a while, but I wanted to check in. I've actually been on a short vacation. Um, a lot of firsts going on for me in kind of in life right now. So it's really exciting. I actually, after spending the last month, more than a month, um, kind of with my head down, working at home. Um, I had my meeting this morning with my first like my first one-on-one consultant client, like to actually get started. We decided we were gonna start in April. We were negotiating like in the beginning of March. Um, I'm kind of, it's funny because I'm not looking. How should I, like, part of me is excited to be back out, like in the thick of things, like going in ready to work with a team. Like that's kind of, I will say, like, that's one thing that I miss right now. And I can't wait to, expand my own business and have team members again, to work with and to lead. But it's cool because I get to go into this other office and do some, coaching and leadership in their office. So I'm pretty stoked about that. It didn't really hit me like until this morning, and I was kind of in the office and, saying hey to everybody. And I was like, you know what? I'm looking forward to, it might sound funny, but like work with people again. Probably, but it's true. Like I've been working, by myself for the last month, and I actually really haven't felt. I hope, like, if any of my old coworkers are watching, it's not that I don't miss you guys, but I really thought that I would kind of really miss like my old office, that I would feel that, especially being home day after day with my head down, in a computer by myself all day type of thing. And I really thought that I would get, after a few weeks, that I would get that feeling like, man, I really miss the office. And that feeling kind of just never really came. I think I just have really felt like I'm doing stuff that's more fulfilling to me right now. And it's more exciting to me. And it's cool because now I'm really like, it's being able to have the time to figure out, well, what am I going to do? What am I doing going forward? What am I going to be giving to the world? How am I going to give it to them? And actually having the time to focus on that, that's been incredibly fulfilling. And really, like, rather than having any void leaving my old office, I really haven't felt that. But going forward, I kind of really backburnered because I keep saying I really want to avoid the one-on-one consulting because it can be so time consuming, and I'm only one person for now. But at the same time, then I've kind of gone through, thought about it in my head, and I'm like, well, if I get so much work that I don't have enough time to be doing it myself, or it's going to take me away from other things, then that's my excuse to hire somebody else. If that's happening, then I'm making enough money to hire on a team member. So, I kind of had to like change my thinking on that because I was so like, I don't want to work one-on-one. So, that shift in my thinking happened. And then after that, this feeling like I'm kind of like amped up about getting back into an office and getting like doing some stuff, because I've been doing so much developing. And I shouldn't even say that because now I'm really starting to dig back into some marketing to market myself. And the digital marketing that I've been learning and like entrenching myself in for the last, 6 weeks has been awesome. Like I'm so stoked I'm like this close to ready to start running some serious campaigns, and I'm really excited about it. I cannot wait to launch those and start seeing, start just like, working on the battlefield, developing, seeing what's going to work, to promote myself and all that good stuff. And so I'm really, I'm just, I don't know. I mean, I feel really good about everything that's going on. I feel like like I'm going in the right direction. I'm looking forward to being back in an office coaching people, because I'm going to be doing a lot of that. And not only that, but like, you know, the things that I do need to work on for that company, I'm kind of excited to just, you know, dig into. I mean, it's the only thing that, like, because I really was thinking like, oh God, like, I don't know how I'm going to feel about doing the same shit. You know, like, that might sound funny, but like, because I'm the type of person, I don't like to do things over and over and over and over again. So but I think because I'm doing so much new stuff, just that little bit of comfort of doing something that I know, you know, like something that I know it works. I know how it works. I know exactly how to do it, how to implement it. Like, doing something like that is like, it's almost like a little vacation for me in my work, you know, to be able to kind of just do something. Because okay, so that's going to sound funny, but the reason is because I am ever since I've left the office, I am constantly working outside of my comfort zone, which for most people is not easy to do, even a little bit. Like, you know, you give somebody a job, or okay, let's say somebody's working in a job and you give them a task that is outside their comfort zone, you know, they're likely to struggle with that. Well, imagine, and some people will like it, which is the kind of person I am, and then some people are going to be like ardently resisting, you know, which is not me. But imagine, like, instead of just one task, imagine everything, just everything is now outside my comfort zone every day. So, I mean, I feel it, and I mean, for me, I'm the kind of person, I just push through it. I don't let it, I don't let it stop me when I start getting those feelings like, oh my God, is this gonna work? Like, I just power through. I mean, that's what you have to do in the entrepreneurial world. If you're thinking about starting your own business, and I know some of you, and I know that you're thinking about it, but when you have that feeling like, oh my God, like, you know, is this gonna work? Like, I honestly, it's like, as fast as that thought might cross my mind, I ignore it. I give it no attention whatsoever. And I'm not saying I'm not afraid. I'm just saying, like, I can't let that fear change what I'm doing. Like, I have to push forward. I'm going to make mistakes. Like, that's the thing is, like, I think people get afraid, like, oh my God, I'm going to make a mistake. Oh my God, I'm going to do something wrong. Yes, you are. You are going to do something wrong. Like, I know I'm going to do something wrong. Oh God, I did something the other day. I was sending out email blasts to a lot of leads, and I wanted to customize it. I have not invested in the kind of software that does that automatically. It was a small list, so I just did it manually. That's what I had to do for now, until I can until I can justify paying for, like, Infusionsoft, which is an amazing program that would be doing this for me. But, you know, once I kind of get the things rolling and, you know, have the income, then I will get Infusionsoft like that, like ASAP, because it's a beast. So to optimize it, I mean, it just takes time, and it's better to optimize it when you don't have a million things you have to, sorry, I'm getting off on a tangent. I'm going to stop talking about Infusionsoft. But yeah, so I was manually plugging in and writing the individual emails to a list of like 35 leads, okay? And at some point, as I'm copy and pasting, normally I just BCC and send it out to everybody, but I wanted to put the individual tag on all these things. And at some point while I was copy and pasting, I goofed, and I like copy and pasted twice, so the whole message was literally there back to back. So like at the end of my signature where it says, you know, whatever, warm regards or something like that, Lane, like the E in my name immediately attached to. There was no space even. It just was like, hello, doctor. It's like the same doctor. Was and that I'm honestly, I have not even. I know I at least did it to like 4 of the people before I caught it. And I was not even gonna, I was not even gonna look back to see how many. I know it maybe could have been a couple more. It wasn't a ton more, but it definitely could have been a few more. And I was not even going back to look. Screw it. What am I gonna do? There's nothing I can do. Maybe they wouldn't even notice. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, you're gonna make mistakes. You can't let that stop you. You also can't let those mistakes, discourage you or stop what you're doing or kill your momentum. I mean, if my stupid email blunder killed my momentum, what would I be doing? I'd be needing to search for a job right now. Never doing that again. Ever. No. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel really good. I mean, it's like, I don't know. My future has never been more, okay. So in one way I can say my future's never been more uncertain, but at the same time, I feel so right and certain that I'm doing what I gotta be doing, exactly what I want to be doing and what I need to be doing. And it's taking me to where I gotta go. As long as I just keep powering through it and keep doing and keep working. I felt like for the last 2 weeks I really slacked because it was Slade's spring break. It was my spring break. I had a vacation that was already planned. I went to Key West last week. It was awesome. Rode my motorcycle the whole way. It was freaking killer. Wish I had worked a little bit more, especially Slade's spring break. I was really kind of like lackadaisical, but I'm not going to beat myself up over it. I'm just going to get right back to the grind. I had a good meeting today, knocked out. My main focus today was actually school. School is a problem for me. I have got to get this. I've got to get school like out of the picture. I'm going to be done in just a few months, but it is such a waste of my time at this point because I just don't need it. But I'm just like this. I mean, I graduate this summer. So it's like I just have to suck it up and finish it. It'd be one thing if I was a sophomore. I wouldn't be going anymore. But it is so like in my way. I am in class Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night. Monday night and Wednesday night, I'm there until 9:15. And I have a 30-minute commute. Tuesday night, I am there until 9, and I have a 45-minute commute. And I have Thursday night practice with my band. So that kills my work productivity. I would much rather be like, if I didn't have school 9 o'clock at night, I would be right back to work like I am when I'm not in school. So it really sucks that takes away from, and it's really important right now that I'm hustling and school is really in the way, and I'm trying not to be super negative about it, and I'm just trying to get passing grades. I don't even care. I actually put like no effort into my classes last semester, and somehow I pulled off 2 A's and a B. I don't know what that says. I don't know if that means I'm really smart. I mean, I've always gotten A's. I don't know if I'm really smart or if school really is like just such a joke. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. These are like 4,000 level classes, dude. And I was not even trying. Not even trying. I showed up to a test. Didn't even know there was a test that day. Didn't study. This was last semester. I didn't even read the stuff that I was supposed to read for that test. I don't remember what grade I got on it, but somehow I pulled a B in that class. Oh, man. There were only 3 tests. 3 tests. And that was, I think I had 3 tests and a project. And we got like bonus points for, or no, there was an attendance. We got points for attendance. So 3 tests, a project, attendance, and I pulled off a B. And I know I did not do all that great on that test. I didn't do terribly. I don't know how I even did how well I think, I want to say, I don't remember if I got a C or if I got a D, but I got something like that. And I still pulled off a B in that class. But as long as I can get by, that's all I want. So anyways, I'm going to cut myself off here. But, I mean, things are going really well. I mean, I'm just in the middle of doing a lot of work. I'm starting next week consulting. I mean, when I say I'm starting next week, it's like I'm only doing a handful of hours a month for them. So, I mean, I'll probably dedicate like a couple hours, 2 days a week to them. That's about the extent of it. In fact, if I did like 4 hours a week every month, that would be about right for them. So yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be doing stuff with them. It's gonna be cool. I'm excited. But anyways, all right. Well, thanks, guys. Glad I got to update you. Glad I thought of it. I need to grab a coffee and get to class, and hopefully get to make up a test, because I was in Key West, but I told my professor I was on a work trip. I'm a shyster. Anyways, it was good talking to you guys, and talk to you again soon. Bye.